Hi, my name is Diane Richardson. I am a New Hampshire Fish and Game licensed leashed tracking dog handler. The program has been legal in New Hampshire since 2007, and I have been tracking since 2008. This program is to allow licensed tracking dog handlers to assist hunters in attempting to locate wounded deer, bear, or moose that they have been unable to locate themselves. Between 2007 and 2024, which is the most recent stats I have, trackers statewide ran 5,000 tracks, of which we recovered 1,933. We typically see 0 to 2 moose, just because New Hampshire doesn't give out very many moose tags. We see about 30 to 70 bears and about 300 to 700 deer. Obviously, we do a whole lot more deer than anything else, but you must keep in mind that we only see when things go wrong. So when we tell you that a particular shot is not recommended, that's based on our experiences over the years with these shots. Do they never work? No, that's not true. Obviously, a lot of shots work a lot of the time, but we see when they don't. So what do we see? Are we seeing only people who take terrible shots? No, not at all. Mostly what we see are animals that were shot well, but either the animal simply isn't bleeding externally, which is incredibly common with bear and with deer shot with muzzleloader, and the hunter simply can't follow the track. Sometimes what we see are perfectly great shots that the deer moved or the bear moved before the projectile got to them, particularly with archery and particularly with crossbows, which are loud. A lot of times we see bears that have been shot more like a deer, and people not realizing that a deer's body and a bear's body is a little different inside. Bears have a whole lot of fat, which makes them look bigger than they actually are. They have long hair, which makes them look bigger than they actually are. Their chest cavity is also a little further back and a little lower in the body than a deer's is. Our recommended shot is a broadside stationary shot where you find the middle of the bear and come forward a couple inches. That'll get you into the chest cavity, and most of the time you will never have to call us. A lot of the shots that we see that go wrong are too high, too low, or too far forward. And that's simply because people are shooting based on what they think is the bear versus the actual size of the bear. Now, we don't recommend headshots, facing shots, and facing away shots, particularly on bear, but also on deer. Animals move, things go wrong, and we see a lot of those shots going wrong. And so we, again, recommend the broadside shot going for the chest cavity. Now with the deer, we recommend the same thing. Broadside or slightly quartering away. And keep in mind that on both the bear and the deer, the spine is much further down than people think. In a deer, the spine is easily 4 inches down from the top of the back. And with a bear, it can be more than that because of the fat. Also, the head-on shots, again with the deer, we see a lot of bottom of the chest, outer shoulders, outer neck, simply because the animal's moved. And you have to remember, deer are a prey animal, so they're very hyper. And if a deer has its head down and it hears a loud noise, like the release of a bow, the release of a crossbow, they can drop 12 inches. So what was the center of a chest shot can end up being the very top of a back and non-fatal. They also swing their heads around, move their legs and stuff. So ideally, again, you want a stationary broadside shot. And with moose, always keep in mind you want a chest shot from the side because they can go a long ways even with a good shot. Now, I know I haven't covered much, but I was just asked to do a quick overview, the things we see that might go wrong, and I want to encourage everybody to put our numbers in your phone so that you have them if you need them before the season starts. And if you have any questions, just find us on Facebook on the New Hampshire Blood Trackers page, or you can find us as we put our numbers on the Fish and Game website. Go to the hunting page and then scroll down for Leashed trackers. I hope this was at least a little helpful, and have a great day.